So, as per Captain Max's orders, the labor of the day has been done. You've decided to leave the tractor trailer. You've rummaged through what crates you can. It's mostly freeze-dried foods. And you have managed, using the winch on the top of the APC, to get the reconnaissance vehicle that you moved off the side of the road that wasn't damaged by the acid up on its rear tires, with the front of it leaning against the APC, so it's as snug as can be. The mech has been secured. Are you?
No, I've got to pilot the mech for this. I was going to do that anyway. I can pilot it back, no problem, according to the stats of it.
Okay. All right. So with that said, like I said, the labor of the day has been done. The morning haze has subsided, and it's now kind of a punishing humidity for how dry most of the terrain looks. The APC has a single cockpit without windows that you climb into from the front, and there is the large cabin in the center between the cockpit and the bed of the vehicle. And with the door open, and everybody is presumably ready to mount up. The tentacle creature hasn't, aside from a few little stirs in the water on the far side that you thought you might have saw to your peripheral, the tentacle creature hasn't made any more appearances, and everybody is ready to go.
Great.
All right, before we head out here, one last check for everybody. How is Davey doing?
He's okay, sir. He's still alive.
Great.
Okay.
Not only has the skin been burned off of you, but you also have the white, creamy gelatin of the monster still stuck to your skin in certain spots, making it ultra uncomfortable. Every movement hurts. What is your mental endurance?
Mental endurance, 17.
That's pretty good.
But you're a willful guy, and despite the agonizing pain, you are as alert and ready and as functional as you can be.
Sir, are you sure you don't have any pain medication for this soldier, sir?
I do not.
Sorry, Davey.
I go up to Connell's character. I forgot his name. And I kind of sneak up behind Bobby, and I look at that place on his neck, and then I slightly poke it. And I say, "Does that hurt? Does that hurt?"
So when you walk up, the black lines are kind of spiraling out in every direction, like a galaxy, and there is a purple sort of like a little shell-looking texture, kind of inside the wound that's opening up, about the size of a dime.
There's something in there, dude. I'm poking a couple of times. There's something in there.
Well, if you knock that off, we can get back to camp and I can get it looked at if you don't mind.
I'm sorry.
Clear the comms. We're going to take inventory, then we're going to go. Sergeant, if you have to, shut them up.
Yes, sir.
All right. In the back, did you secure in the back the mechanism that we think opened up that rift?
That's been secured. The rifles have been secured.
How about the
retrieved cargo?
Secured.
The pink tentacle monster ball that was I don't know if it's powering it or not, but it was definitely part of it.
Depends on who you made pick it up.
Oh, did we grab a
Bobby's his truck. He needs to put the stuff in there.
Well, the big acid spewing one that we actually killed.
Yes, the last one, yeah.
You want that one in the truck?
Well, at least part of it for study.
Yeah, just the pink purple ball part.
I'll get it. I'll run out and get it.
Well, it's massive. That creature was pretty large. Like I said, it stood 18 feet tall. The purple ball thing is about the size of, probably like 4 beach balls. I can't think of anything that's a sphere. Large
is there anything protruding that I could just cut off with my vibro knife?
Yeah, you could chop it off. You'd have to go to work. It'd probably getting it into the vehicle, probably add another half an hour, 45 minutes to the day.
So worst case scenario, if you cut it off, I can scoop it up and put it in.
Yeah, it's pretty all right. So let's say that's probably going to add 15 minutes to the day.
Okay, I'll do it.
All right. While you're doing that, somebody maintain visual on Bobby. I don't want him turning into one of these things.
I'm on it, sir.
All right. See, that's do we grab a couple of the little bugs that we were shooting along the way?
They are exploded, sir.
Can we find one that's not as exploded?
On the way back, we might be able to find one, but the ones around us now, sir, are pretty much just salsa.
All right. Well, he's over there.
Private Work was very, very good at his murdering.
Great.
I'm proud.
Okay. Right. And did you guys steal anything I need to know about that I'm going to get in trouble for?
No, sir.
No way.
Why not?
Right.
I mean, okay, let's go.
All right, so you got the back cabin, you got the sole cockpit.
Yep, I'm gonna try and make Private Davy as comfortable as possible.
So you're gonna be hanging up above on the top of the vehicle.
Well, I'm gonna be hanging around where I can have a good view of Bobby.
So that would be on
make
top
sure
of the
if he
vehicle.
starts like fidgeting or twitching the wrong way, I can just end his life.
Okay, so that would be on top of the vehicle because it's a single man cockpit.
Okay.
But it's pretty flat surface. There are guns bristling out of it that you can hold on to pretty comfortably, and even at cruising speed, you should be pretty comfortable up there.
Excellent.
I'll be following the vehicle in my mech by, I don't know, 50 yards, whatever. I mean, not too far, but I'm not going to be on his butt. So,
Warwick?
Great.
I'm probably sitting at some corner somewhere, just looking at if there's any kind of windows or that I can look outside to.
It's locked in. So once you're inside, you're confined inside.
Oh, okay.
Well, are there any monitors or anything?
Yeah, probably some monitors. That would make sense.
Just trying to keep what time it is. And
you also have the Bobby Singer would have a comm back to you, and you could presumably talk to him. Also, there will be a panel on the wall.
Yeah. If nobody's watching me, I'm gonna kind of pull out a comic book that I keep on me. I'm gonna read.
See, I thought that was going to go another way, but okay.
No, you took the porno mag.
I did.
No, I would have turned that in. I can't believe he had this.
One person's reading a comic, another person's got the porn inside the comic.
All right, we're on our way.
All right. So, Bobby,
I'm going to go through my gear and I'm going to get my first aid kit out, see if I can self-medicate.
Do you have first aid?
I have holistic medicine.
All right.
And a first aid kit.
Take your powdered aspirin and see how that works, hippie.
Yeah, it works.
Well, as you can feel, the truck starts.
I rolled an 11.
Oh, that's pretty good.
You can feel the truck start to roll forward. You start to apply aloe vera all over your face and all over your neck, and wherever you can. And all of a sudden, you do feel some relief, and it's not quite as agonizing. It dulls it a little bit, but you still have that burned feeling all over your body, and you just continue to keep applying it and applying it and applying it as the truck rumbles off. Max, what speed can you comfortably, or what are we traveling at here?
Cruising speed of the mech.
I think there's, let me check. I think it's 45. Yeah, 45 miles an hour.
So you're going to be, all right. So the road, like I said, is grounded down to stones, really no bigger than golf balls that both vehicles can just roll pretty comfortably over. There's no big bumps or anything. It's pretty much been plowed, grounded down. And like I said, the bank of rocks follows for quite a while.
Great.
I'm continuing. I'm still not trusting all this. I know we are pretty safe coming this way. I am taking, we'll just say, extra care on the read sensory equipment just to make sure that nothing untoward is going on.
McCool, make a perception check.
Absolutely. Wow, 17.
So you carry on pretty uneventfully, and you're pretty comfortable. Are you doing the strap thing still? Is that the plan?
Yeah, just in case the driver succumbs to DBitis, I'm going to use my rifle strap, hook it around one of the gun emplacements, and hook my arm in it.
Yep. You're swinging around the main gun, which is also pretty wide. The main minigun that's on the top, just facing forward, and super sturdy. And you feel pretty secure on that thing as you just continue to cruise along at 45 miles an hour. The dust from the rear tire rises up, and little stones and things smack the window of your mech following behind, the ones that don't get caught under the ATV. And as you're going, you just glance over to your right at this very specific moment, and you see like the biggest deer that you've ever seen, with like the greatest head of antlers, just kind of lift its head up as this beam of sunshine hits him through this cloud center, and he just watches you go by as you watch him, and then vanishes off into the distance. You carry on for about approaching 20 minutes into your journey. The journey too was 45 minutes back, and the terrain on each side, the bank kind of stones start to vanish, and the terrain gets a little more sandy and dirty. The road it is, even though it's still a very clear road and a very smooth road, but the terrain off to the side of the road starts to get much more jagged. And coming up ahead of you, probably about a mile, you can see like one half of the road is blown out of what was a like mountain. So on the right side, it remains wide open as it's been, and then on the left side, there's just a sheer cliff wall, which as you approach it, you know, on the going up the mountain, it goes up just kind of like a rocky mountain, but then it's just cut, you know, going down, and that's probably about 100 feet, 150 feet high.
Okay.
Was it like that when we came this way?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Bobby.
the worst parts of Kentucky. Got it.
Bobby, can you hear me?
Yep. What's going on there, Hoss?
I think I know what's wrong with you. In issue 121 of House of Mysteries, this guy got stung by a Taniki fly, and it grew inside his neck. I think you're going to be fine. We just got to get to it pretty soon. And you're not feeling lightheaded, are you?
Nope. Feeling great.
That's what it is.
Private Warwick.
Yeah.
Are you a medical professional?
No, sir. I mean, no.
Then
Sir.
please do not give me anything to do with medical opinions.
Roger that.
Thank you.
Bobby, you see this approaching. You don't see, you're always on the lookout for enemies, just as a fact of life in Rift's Earth. You don't see everything. Everything looks pretty desolate, like it did coming in. You are coming up. You can see a point where there is another dirt road that kind of rotaries into this one, going the way that you're coming, and the mountain that's been blown away for the road, just keeps approaching and approaching and approaching. You feel, you feel fantastic again. Your cigar tastes better. And every time something happens where a bush kind of surprises you outside of behind a rock as you're driving past it, time just kind of seems to slow down just for a second, and then it speeds back up again as you're just going along at cruising speed along this straightaway.
Okay. Yep. That's got to be great. That doesn't sound bad at all.
What exactly were in the cigars that you gave him?
DB juice.
So as you're driving this vehicle with the cockpit around, there is no glass. All of the wind is coming to you. And even though you can feel yourself sweating profusely, just like everybody else because of the sweltering heat, you're not sweating because you're hot. You actually feel the hot, humid climate. You're kind of acclimating it to it, and you prefer it suddenly, and you aren't sweating for that reason at all. You have been feeling two long, elongated fingers growing out from the bottom of your wrist underneath your real fingers, which you can kind of feel just dying, and you can feel your thighs starting to transform subtly, like slightly their shape. And you can also feel like your shoulder blades kind of burning with sensation, like they're splitting apart a little bit. Because it's you don't feel disgusted by what's happening, but you can feel that if you don't get out of the armor that you're wearing soon, it's going to crush you because of the way that your body is starting to transform, especially your boots, and especially on your back shoulder blades. You can feel that it's starting to, your body is starting to transform in a way that the MDC armor, which will not relent, is not going to house it. So you can feel yourself, you need to get that armor off soon. You can feel that happening. Continuing on, again, Heathen Dog, you're very alert to potential dangers all around you, even though your focus remains on the pilot that is just about, you know,
Yeah, I have a timer, repeating timer on my onboard computer that every 30 seconds it goes off, and then I look at the driver.
Oh wow.
Well, you definitely see him, you know, fidgeting around and trying to get comfortable in the seat constantly. You know, constantly fidgeting and never comfortable, and it's been increasing as the drive has continued on.
Okay. Private Bobby.
Yes, sir.
Is there something wrong with your chair?
Yes,
Is it
sir.
malfunctioning?
Yes, sir.
What happens to be the problem with your chair?
It seems to be wobbly, sir.
Wobbly. I see. Well, I will have that looked at along with all the other damage you've done to this vehicle. Don't worry, I'm not counting the acid.
Now the mountain starts to come, and it's about 100 feet away, and you continue on, and you approach it, and all of a sudden on the left side of you is just a flat, nearly, you know, close to flat, just sheer cliff wall that goes straight up. And it goes on for about a mile as you continue on, again, the right side being completely exposed. And you're now probably about, you know, 25 minutes away from the city.
I'm gonna veer off the road just a little bit. I'm gonna so get myself away from this wall. Let the truck stay on the road. I'm gonna veer off probably, I don't know, 100, 200 yards out that way. Still close enough to the truck to not really be away from it, but get a better vantage point, better look-see.
So at 45 miles an hour, even though you're quite comfortable in the chair that's going around, this giant behemoth of a robot is just trucking through the wild. The truck's ahead of you, and again, it's spitting up clouds and little pebbles and stuff, and then you just veer off on your own accord off the side of the road, you know, like your own little rotary, just trampling everything in your path, despite what, you know, indiscrepancies there are in the land and terrain and the dips. Your mech just plows through it, driving into the sand until it compacts enough to hold it, and then you just continue on.
That's fine. If I got to go slower, I'll go a little slower. If they get too far ahead of me, I'll reach out to them. But for now, I just want a better vantage point is really all I'm doing. And then I'll continue on in the same direction that we were going.
As you're driving, Bobby, every 30 or seconds or so, you kind of, your slow motion kicks in just for the quickest little moment. And then you're back to through the road.
I hit the mic. MSM McCool, come in.
Sarge,
come in.
Yes, Private.
Well, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but we're going to have issues here in a few seconds.
What's that?
What?
Something is not right with the truck. I'm going to have to stop and pull to the side, see what it is. I think the acid might have hit something vital.
All right. Is it possible that we can get by this sheer mountain before we stop? This is an excellent place to ambush.
Well, the truck will stop. The truck will decide to stop when it does. I'm just giving you fair notice now.
Excellent. Thank you. Captain.
I heard.
All right.
Nobody said it was a private channel.
I understand, sir, but I am reporting to you as ordered.
Yes.
We seem to have some mechanical problems with the vehicle. I am attempting to get us past this mountain, but if not, then so be it, sir.
Keep going until it stops. For now,
sir.
I'm gonna continue looking out this way. Hold on, we're going south now, right? Yeah. So
yes.
Going south. That means I'm looking to the west. Just keep going forward. If you have to slow down. I'll catch up.
Copy that, sir.
Is I look over at Davey. Is he looking uncomfortable? Is he awake or is he asleep?
Looking uncomfortable, you
My
think.
flesh is
Yeah.
melted, but
I mean, visibly, is he twitch? Is he moving around and not like? I get that he's hurt, but
He's staying as still as possible after the aloe vera, unless he wants to be doing anything else. But he's just continuing to. He's applying every bit of aloe vera that he has in his first aid kit.
I've finished this. Would you like to read it? It's my comic.
Sure.
Okay, would it be better if I read it to you? It probably wouldn't be.
No.
It probably wouldn't be. You should read it. And so I hand it to him. It's House of Mystery, issue 181. Very good.
Cool.
Can I hear them talk in the background?
Not unless they hit the comm.
Okay, just curious.
Well, no, the driver, I imagine, could activate mics that are in the crew.
Yeah, he can
compartment
talk
in
to
the back.
them. He can talk to them.
Yeah.
And you're cruising along this cliff face, Bobby. You got your pedal, cruising along. It's about 2/3 of the way down to the floor. And again, you have to keep fidgeting around. The sweat pouring down your head, no different than anyone else,
Except me and him.
except for McCool and Captain Max. It's incredibly uncomfortable in the cab because of the body heat added to the fact that there's no air conditioning or anything like that inside this cabin. So it's also, not only are you burned, but it's also sweltering hot and there's no airflow whatsoever, making it extra uncomfortable despite the aloe.
Does that help? Is that cool?
I click on the mic for the people in the back. Hang on to something. We're about ready to come to a very aggressive stop. The truck slams to stop. Yeah.
McCool, that is going to send it in a way that won't save you because of the way that you wrapped it. So you're going to have to.
Well, he did give some warning.
Did you hear it?
Well, he said he turned on the mic. So
Right. All right. So I'm going to say you're going to have to beat a 17 or higher.
On what?
On a die 20.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's nothing to grab. Well, no, there's something to grab onto the gun. I'm going to say beat a 15 or higher.
Okay.
Might be a little rough.
Nah.
Not even close?
I'm not going to say, but no.
And as that happens, anyone sitting on the backside of the vehicle is going to go flying forward into the wall. I think that was probably you, David, if I remember correctly. That's probably the way that you were sitting.
Yeah.
No one mentioned putting on seatbelts, so you're going to go flying forward about 10 feet and smash into the wall. Warwick, the same thing for you, but you're also much more nimble. And I'll let you roll with impact.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. On my character sheet, I have roll with punches. Roll with impact is different.
Same thing.
Same thing. Yeah, I just
Roll
merged them.
with punch, fall
Same thing.
impact.
Okay. I got a pretty good bonus. So
Good.
29.
What is it?
29.
That's
29. Yeah, very easily as this thing starts to break and you see him going flying forward. With a 29, honestly, not only does everything slow down and the computers in your head, start working at an elevated function to slow everything down for you. Not only are you able to brace yourself, but you're able to grab David Carpenter and stop him from going flying into the wall.
Well, that's a team player right there.
Thank you.
McCool, because of the way that you strap the gun on and not expecting a break, you go flying forward and you can't grab the gun in time. And at 45 miles an hour, you go flying off the top and hit the ground. You suffer 1 die 4 4 times.
Wow. Through the armor, huh? That sucks.
Through the armor.
Whoa.
Shit.
You're rolling high now.
10.
You hit the ground. If you want, you can roll with impact. And again, at a pretty high speed, you hit the ground pretty violently with the groan and start toppling over a few times before you come to a stop. You don't feel too badly hurt, but it is a blow of you rattling around inside your environmental armor at that sort of speed. And you can hear that sound that a truck makes when it just comes to a full stop about 15 feet, 20 feet to your right as you come to in the road.
I will lay down in the street for a second, take a deep breath before I turn on my mic.
All right, so while they're doing that, I'm obviously noticing that they braked suddenly,
Yes.
and it's because of a wall in the way.
You don't see a wall in the way. You don't see any obstruction. So from your vantage point,
So he just went,
you see the truck stop, and you also see McCool go flying off the front of it as the truck comes to a dead stop.
Hubba Bubba, report! As I'm turning my my mech around to start moving towards their direction.
I try to get David back in some comfortable position. If he's, I know I stopped him, but he might be out of his bed or.
You set him back as delicately as you can,
As I can.
saving him from the blow against the wall and all the pain that would have went with it. And you're.
What the heck, Bobby?
Hubba Bubba, what's going on?
I clicked on. I said I warned everything. I warned everybody that something bad is about ready to happen. Did I not, sir?
Do not speak to the captain. Private Bobby, this is a major malfunction of either you or this vehicle. Which one is it?
It is the vehicle, sir.
Great. Then I need you to get out and fix this vehicle to make it serviceable again.
Somebody tell me what's happening.
Sir, the vehicle apparently has shit the bed. Private Bobby assures me that he will be able to get it functional in the next 20 minutes.
Very well. Guess I'll actually have to do. I mean, I'll be monitoring situation here. You guys get into cover. Somebody in front of the truck, somebody behind the truck, somebody out here to the west, and keep that truck covered.
Sorry, sir, but we only have 2 people that are.
I'm the west.
Very well, sir.
Okay, I guess I'll take the rear since.
There you go. I'm already in the front.
Yeah, I'll hop to the back. Are you okay, David? You gonna be good? I'm hopping out. You're on. Hit the mic. I can't hear you. So anyway, I assume you said yes. So I hop out and get my energy rifle out, my Wilkes, and keep a bead out. See if I see anything.
So you're jumping out of the cabin?
Yeah.
Jumping out of the cabin, taking up a position where you can.
I can see behind. I'm watching.
I'll take a position in front.
You jump out again, you see a jagged, so you're getting up, you're going to take a position in the front of the vehicle. Again, there doesn't seem to be anything stirring. Occasionally you see like a little muskrat or some sort of earth-born rodent that managed to survive in the wasteland despite everything, kind of creeping around, but nothing super threatening, definitely nothing large.
Still, I have my alarm on every 30 seconds.
Sergeant McCool, this is just between me and him.
Okay. Yes, sir.
There was a warning that something was going wrong with the truck. What is happening?
He has just begun diagnostics, sir. I may be able to have a diagnosis in the next 5 to 10 minutes, sir.
Bobby, what are you doing? You jumping out of the truck to?
I'm jumping out of the truck and I'm lifting the hood.
Okay. So it's not so much a hood, but there is a panel that you can remove, and you take it off, all of the different exposable engine parts and stuff that you can work on. There's panels probably on both sides of it, to be honest. And, you take one off and it exposes all of the tubes and, alternators and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, me as Brett, I greatly suspect you're fucking making this up. You're damn lucky I do not have any pilot skill whatsoever or any ability to know what a fucking engine does or doesn't do. You lucked out on this one. I would fucking shoot you in the head without even thinking.
Even if I did, I have no brain, so I wouldn't notice. I just believe.
I just believe you, yeah.
I just believe you.
Yep.
Why would you? Bobby would never lie to me. Why would
Yeah,
you?
that was dumb.
Heathen Dog, make a perception check.
All right. Because I've been going great. Yep, I'm still going great.
Fire.
I'm going to move to the pilot compartment area to see if there's, to look out the window to at least pretend to be useful.
So there's a door. There's a sliding door. It's all encased in an NDC compartment, but there's a sliding door that you can look out, and you see Warwick across from you on the other side of the road, just posted up, looking for enemies out in the wild.
All right.
I got it, David. Don't worry. We're coming.
So we're just waiting for Private Bobby to tell us what's wrong with the truck. I'm sorry, to make up some shit.
Yeah.
As I'm rumbling through the engine, looking at each and every part. Found the problem, sir.
All right. Give me a sit rep.
We have a crack starter.
And what do you need? Glue, duct tape, dirt?
New starter.
What do you need to get us back to where starters are sold?
Well, considering you and the good captain are the only one movable right now, I recommend me, the child, and the person that's hurt sit here with the truck loaded up, and you guys return with one, because this truck is
All
not
of a
going
sudden,
anywhere.
You're interrupted by a pretty awkward sensation, Bobby, and you're realizing that it has to happen soon because the MDC armor you're wearing is simply not going to work for you for very much longer.
Okay, I will inform the captain. Stand by. Captain.
Sergeant?
Private Bobby has examined the engine and he found a cracked vital component.
Which component?
He says the starter mechanism.
So why did the truck stop?
Well, apparently the starter mechanism is also, while operating, also called a running mechanism.
That is false.
I don't know.
I do know. That is false.
Are you telling me it's possible he's lying, sir?
Pardon me for interrupting like this, but do you want me to roll just to verify? Because I do have mechanics.
No, you would know.
Very well, sir. I will. What? How do you want me to proceed?
Well, if we have a cracked starter, we're not going to get started again. But that shouldn't have stopped the truck. Find out what's really going on, and keep me on all comms from this point forward, at least for now.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna keep the channel between me and the captain open, and I'm going to walk over to Bobby.
Well, as you start to approach him, you notice that his head shape is starting to transform. You can
I shoot him.
That was coming.
All of a sudden, Bobby, as you're spewing this line of bullshit, you can feel wings starting to come out of your shoulder blades, and you have to get this armor off soon before it crushes you inside of it. You can feel your thighs start to change shape, and you need to get out of the armor that you're wearing for boots, and you can feel two elongated fingers growing up from your underneath your wrist.
He's not going to feel it for much longer.
So as you're spewing your excuses as to why the truck suddenly stopped, all of a sudden, time sort of slows down, and you just instinctively see a weaponized version of Mr. McCool out of your peripherals, as you now see multiple versions of kind of everything. Roll.
That's awesome. You guys are awesome, right?
Roll what?
Initiative.
All right.
The thingy fly. I knew it.
Shit. 7.
$18.
That beat 7.
Your move.
I turn straight to him, push the gun out of the way. Says,
you got grapple.
Push to grab is just to push.
Yeah. If you're gonna affect the trajectory of my gun, you have to successfully grapple it.
All right. What do I have to roll?
Wouldn't it be like a disarm? Even though wouldn't it be like a disarm?
However you want to call it. I mean, I'd see it as a disarm or an entangle. Either way, it's just a roll to strike.
Let's do a disarm. Just roll.
Yeah, it's just a regular roll strike that I can block or dodge or whatever. So go ahead.
19.
That's really good, but I don't want you to have my gun, so I'm going to have to.
Or you can make a perception check.
Parry.
So can you, David?
I can. Okay.
I'm gonna parry. I get a +3. 22.
Can I pause?
Nice.
So right as you were about to shoot, you all of a sudden you don't think he's paying any attention to you, but then all of a sudden he turns alarmingly faster than you remember him turning and moving before this all started. And he goes to slap your gun away, but you're able to reel back and avoid it as his hands pass in front of you. and then you're just there. Your action.
Okay. I'm going to call shot to the head. So I got to roll a 13. And let's see. Rifle 3, 4. I need a 9. 12. Total of 15. You can dodge. But you have to roll a 15 or higher.
There's also a point blank rule, so you're -10, I believe, right? -10, is that it? Yeah.
I didn't read the point blank rules because that was something I didn't want to get into.
It's pretty bad.
It's -10 now anyway. So,
I shit you not. I rolled a 19, so
Bonus to dodge.
4 points to dodge. So
23,
it's
so 13. Yep. Roll damage.
Sounds like
And Bobby rolled a 13, so you beat him.
Heathen dog, roll damage.
this is gonna suck
Mm.
because it goes straight to your head,
Mm.
and there it is.
Don't let it go to your head.
See, I was trying the non-violent approach.
Yep, you're a damn bug. Die in a hole. 7.
You shoot him point blank right in the face, and you see his human skin just get blasted off half of his face. And underneath, you see him completely District 9ing into some thing.
Yep.
His face, what remains of his human face, is now completely destroyed because while you blew it off completely off one side of his face, and you can see damaged him, you suffer 7 NDC damage, but you can take it, Body Singer. The other part is just now completely mangled, and he doesn't resemble a human being at all. You're also much more comfortable in like a new position, standing wise. You can't really stand up the same way like a man does. You're kind of the structure of your calves and legs and everything are transforming so dramatically that you're kind of like I said, you're District 9ing and you're turning into a bug at a rapid pace now. Your human fingers you can barely feel anymore. They're kind of just dead as you now control the 2 elongated ones that come out, and you also lose initiative because you just got blasted in the face. Warwick, however, you immediately, and David and Captain Max, you're also now witnessing all of this.
Sure.
So everybody now knows that there's blaster fire going on. You turn around and you see him, turning into what he's turning into.
I probably hear through the comms, I probably hear Sergeant McCool starting to breathe a little heavier anyway and go, shit. Report. Who are you shooting?
Private Bobby's bug. Private Bobby's bug.
I go around the vehicle and I'm going to say, "Oh no, Bobby, you're a tingy fly." So I point my energy rifle at him, unless McCool is direct line past him, right?
All you need to do is do a 180 and you're looking at him right at the truck.
I just don't want to hit the sergeant. So I'll turn.
He's far enough away where you're not going to hit him from this angle. You're
Right.
looking.
Yeah, come on. So when it's my turn, I'm going to try to shoot Bobby because he's turned. It's too late. We can't say.
Is everyone else going to roll initiative now?
Yeah, let's do initiative. It is Warwick. It is your go. You're going to turn around and fire. If that's the case, you can roll the strike.
14.
Again, all of a sudden, after you take the blast to the face, Bobby, you look at McCool right in front of you, and then again, time seems to slow down for a second, and you can just feel another threat off to your right. If you want to do anything, now's the time.
I'll dodge.
Okay.
All right, roll. Beat a
It
14.
means you have to roll a 14 or higher adjusted.
I also need to know how you're going to dodge. Everyone's going to need to know that.
Matrix.
Is it like a laser beam? Is
Yes.
it like a laser beam?
It's
Then I just
exactly a laser beam.
I
Okay.
just sidestep it.
Beat a 14.
16, 20.
McCool, you're kind of alarmed at how quick it moves, and the laser blast streaks past his face. You can roll damage anyway, Warwick, because it bounces off of his truck.
I did. I did
And-
roll. I rolled 10 damage. I rolled it with my die. I rolled the d20.
More damage to the truck. God damn it.
More damage to the truck. Okay. And that brings us to Bobby, which you just tried to dodge, which you did. That brings us to Heathen Dog.
Don't kill him. Don't kill
All
him.
right.
Capture him. Okay.
Okay. Everyone's okay. Capture, not kill. I'm going to change my aim from the head to the legs. I'm going to call shot to the legs.
All right.
Wow. 21.
Bobby.
Dodge again.
And you've tried to grapple once, so that's 3. That means you got 3 left.
All right. I stake and move. I just keep is 18.
I don't know.
Roll damage, McCool.
Ooh, 11 to the leg.
11. As you see it, this like yellow pus blows out the side of it, and you see him buckle a little bit. As you can now see that also is, fading in its humanity.
DBified. Yeah.
It doesn't blow the leg completely off yet. And it is now, David, you can now hear all sorts of commotion as you're at the door. You can see everything happening. You see Warwick shooting at the vehicle, and you can just hear laser blasts going right off in your left peripheral.
If Private Davy does anything, it's going to be Mr. Magoo style. So I'm probably going to get shot. Remember, your eyes are all fucked up.
Yeah, my eyes are all fucked up. I'm going to take one of the pieces of. This is probably going to be my action, but I'm going to take one of the pieces of rope I have in my pack and tie a noose, make a noose out of it.
All right, so you start going to work on that. That's going to take a few actions, but you can do that.
There you go.
Max, you bailed out, so we dropped you to the bottom of the initiative order. So it is now your action. So as this was happening, you saw Warwick then turn around and shoot at Bobby, which he missed, and again hit and did more damage to your truck. And then you saw him buckle a little bit, Bobby, as you like he took a nasty blow from McCool to the leg.
Okay, I just want to verify that they heard me scream, "Capture, don't kill! Capture, don't kill!" All right, I'm going to take a shot with one of my 2 lasers into an appendage leg. Does he have 2 legs or 6 legs?
He has 2 legs.
Okay, I'm going to shoot one of the 2 legs with my laser, and I do know my modifiers for this. So,
Heathen Dog, you also noticed that was the left leg that Heathen Dog just shot that caused Bobby to buckle.
all right, I would aim towards that one if I have a clear shot. Otherwise, the other one.
Okay.
So I rolled a no. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is palladium. I got an 11 total.
Bobby, make a perception check and beat a 15 with your bonus.
16.
Once again, as soon as it blows off, you go into like slow motion again, where you can see multiple versions of your leg all blowing yellow pus out the side in slow motion, and then you can just feel a serious threat behind you, and know that you just have to move if you want to live. So what was your roll, Max?
A total of an 11, but it was a called shot. So
yep. Okay, so Bobby beat an 11.
16 plus dodge.
Yeah.
Yep.
20.
All right, so you frantically move off to the side. Max, roll damage.
oh really? Oh okay.
Well, against the ground.
Oh. Well, still, I do. Hey, that's pretty good. 14 plus.
He was working on the panel. That's pretty close to the truck.
24 MDC.
Bobby, again, you feel the looming danger, and you just instinctively move out of the way, closer to the crazy, I guess, because that's the only, McCool is right in front of you, and as soon as you do that, you just feel this substantial laser blast strike the truck. Roll, Max, roll one more time and beat an 8.
Roll D20.
Yep, beat an 8.
Okay, I got a 12.
It strikes the armor of the vehicle instead of the open console.
Thanks.
And you manage to avoid that blast, kind of stepping off to the side, but you are just in the middle of everyone, and there's blasts coming at you from every direction. Warwick, you're at your action.
I got a question for this. I know I can use 2 attacks to do what's called a power punch.
Yep, but it won't land until it comes around.
Oh, what do you mean?
Because it's like you run, that's what happens.
You're
like
running and winding up now.
Yeah, that's the wind up.
Here's another question then. Forget that. Can I move? Does moving count against my attack action?
Depends on how close, but you're crazy. You can move pretty fast.
I do it. But I was going to try to do a wrestling block and take him down. If I hit
You're in the middle of the road. You're probably about only like 15 feet away. You could literally just run and dive
that's
out
what I'm
of
going
there.
to do. I'm going to try to take him down.
Alright.
Yep. Do I use the
Roll to entangle.
Oh, what does that mean? Roll
It's if you don't have a bonus to entangle, I believe. I don't think your strike bonus applies to that. It's just a
Okay.
straight roll.
straight roll. Okay. Trying to take this bug down. 15.
Bobby, as you manage to move away from that laser blast that strikes the truck, once again, it slows down for just a second, and you can see Warwick just running across the road at you very fast and goes in to tackle you.
Does he have actions left?
He's got 2 actions left.
Okay.
Well, he might have bug actions too that we don't know about.
Yeah, fair enough.
So he's running at me, and he does a dive.
Yeah, he just not a dive, but he comes in as like
I'm going
a
to take you
tackle.
down. I'm going for your legs.
The football tackle. He's come. Yeah.
Wrestling. Boom.
Can I pivot, grapple, and throw him into somebody?
Not without judo.
I'm hand-to-hand expert.
Not enough.
No. Trying not to hurt anybody. Can I dodge again? $18 + 4, 22.
Again, you go flying right past him, closer to the truck, and he avoids again. And it is now, David, your action. You keep working on that rope really quickly. And it is Max's action.
All right, I'm going to take. Oops. Oh, go ahead.
I thought he was bottom of the order.
That's fine.
Outside.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, me.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
You're
I
before
know.
David. I didn't see your name. Yep, your action.
Okay. Like, God damn, he's fast.
I am.
No, not you. I'm gonna shoot him in the same leg. Try to anyway.
Roll the strike.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Bobby, you know what to do?
I would not be doing so well if you didn't level us up last week.
I didn't even apply my level ups yet.
20.
Shit.
Again, you know,
I hate rolling.
everything is just shooting, and there is fire now coming at him from every direction, tackling bodies, everything. You just see that he is no longer the Bobby Singer that you set
Goddamn
out
bug
of that
speed.
city with. He's just avoiding things and moving frantically and rapidly like a little beetle on the ground, even though he's bipedal and upright. And that brings us to David. You're still going on the rope. You know, you got a couple more little wraps to make before you're done. Max?
Max is going to close in with the robot. I don't know how many actions it's going to take because I know, as like I said, a couple hundred yards out. So let me just say, I'm closing in. My intent will be, however many actions it takes, is I'm going to forklift him. I'm going to grab him, and yeah, that's my intent.
Okay. Warwick?
Well, tackle didn't work. I turned around.
You miss him and brace yourself against the truck so you don't go flying into it. Now he's right behind you. Quick action. You can sit.
Yeah, I'm going to turn around. I'm going to try to. This will take 2 actions, so 2 full rounds to do a power punch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm winding up because it'll do mega damage, D6, and I don't have my strength.
Nope.
I don't have that, so I'm just going to try to. I'm going to try to knock him down. I do have boxing, so if I manage to roll 20, I'm going to knock him out.
All right.
So
That's fair.
Bobby, you have
That's
1
fair.
action left.
Whatever.
You can save it.
How far am I from the truck?
About 5 feet, 4 feet, 5 feet.
Can I run, step on the truck, and jump over it?
Yes. But you also, again, your armor needs to get off you soon.
I'm running. If it is possible, I'm running. I am ripping. I'm doing. I'm clicking whatever I need to do. How this armor is set up, and
He leaps up like what the hell just happened? Leaps up and just clears the truck in a single bound, and clears it with some room to spare.
Power
Lands on the far side of it.
How you doing? No, it doesn't work.
Sure,
gone
you
now.
can.
You wound up for nothing.
Nads.
How high up is he?
He just landed on the far end of the truck, but he
Okay,
really
so
leaped up quick and high and far. McCool?
Well, obviously I have no shot. He's behind.
You
the
have a
truck.
little bit of a shot because of where you are. It's not much, but he's standing on top of it, so you can still see like his upper part of his body.
Okay. Well, I got orders. I'm gonna try and shoot his leg off. I got
You
orders.
don't have a shot on his leg.
I got orders. I'm gonna try to shoot him in the head by accident.
That's a +4. If it's by accident, it's +4.
Shit.
Right?
Oh,
No,
darn, I hit him.
No, I missed. I called shot to the head and I rolled a 3 with my bonus. It's 7.
Dave, you're going to work on these ropes despite the pain. You powering through it with a very, just a willful personality. You don't have time for pain right now, and you finish the rope. You got your knot, you got your lasso, and you're done. Max, your action.
I'm still running. I'm running him down, and then, like I said, once I'm within range, I have one grip hand for this purpose exactly, and I'm going to try to grab him.
Really quickly, you're closing in on him. You're now probably about 10 feet away. Your next action, you'll settle in without running everybody over and be able to. Well, he's now on top of the truck, but you're coming up upon where they were.
Okay.
How many actions, Warwick, do you have? You used 4 so far.
I have used 4, so I got 1 left.
Yep.
Can I? He's on top of the truck right now.
Yeah.
I have acrobatics. Is there? I probably can't do this.
You can follow him up there easy.
Could kind of hop up there and try to trip him with a leg sweeper. Is that not something?
Well, you can get up there with him, but you can't attack him until your next round.
Okay.
You can start to pursue. So after you
I'll
bail
yell
on
his name. Can I say, Bobby? Can you speak? I yell.
Yeah.
Well,
Stop shooting me.
Okay. That's what I will. But I jump up there. Calm down.
Do not negotiate with terrorist bugs.
Yeah. So if combat is over, if we don't need to adhere to this order right now, if this is sort of breaking down, you jump up, and if you guys are communicating, then
I'm trying to, but I don't know what the rest of people are doing.
well, it's up to Bobby. Bobby, what are you doing?
I'll put what's left of my hands up, and I'm like, stop shooting.
We just
You're
want
gonna
to
snatch him up.
I'm still going to snatch him up with my one set of
So
forklifts.
you say that, and you can see this thing coming for you, and these giant metal arms come out, Bobby, to clamp you up.
Just relax, Bobby. We're not going to hurt you, are we?
You get clamped up inside of them, and now you cannot move at all because it's just an unrelenting metal that doesn't yield even a little bit. When you
if it matters, it's strength 50, robot strength 50. Calm down, Bobby. Calm down. I've got you. I'm not going to hurt you.
And he just tilts his head at you.
Because I suspect that McCool's going to shoot again anyway. I'm putting my back in between Bobby and McCool.
Smart. All right. I did that one.
You do the whole thing.
So,
We can get Bobby help, right?
yes, we're going to get out. Somebody get in that truck. Get it going again.
I'll do it.
Nope. That's my responsibility.
I'm already in the truck.
No,
The
Magoo
truck
is
is
not
still
piloting.
running. The truck is still running.
I got it.
Bobby, talk to me. How do you feel? I'm doing this as I'm not walking at 45 because it's probably gonna be really uncomfortable for him, but I am gonna walk at a robot jog.
I am not going to go 45. I have no driving skill, so I'm going to go as slow as possible.
I'm going to grab my rifle, get back in the vehicle, and wait for orders.
Yeah.
I
Everyone
want to keep talking him down.
Do you have any piloting?
I have none. Absolutely none.
I got motorcycles. That count?
I can't pilot shit.
I got
It's gonna be
motorcycle.
great. This is
Well,
gonna be
you at
great.
least understand the concept of an accelerator and a brake. Not everyone has been privileged enough to own a vehicle or to operate one, and to some people, their inner mechanics are even the fundamentals. The fundamentals of driving is.
I will
completely
answer that question with a question.
Yeah.
What do you think the odds of someone with a 7 IQ who has absolutely no training whatsoever in piloting a vehicle can pilot a vehicle properly?
Oh, fuck.
Is it automatic?
I feel like that you would struggle with figuring out how to release the brakes.
All right, then that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm struggling to release the brake.
You're in there pushing. I don't know how crazily you want to push buttons, but you are in there trying to figure it out. I'm going to let you roll, and if you can get under 20%, I'll say that you can figure this out.
Come on, McCool.
At start, I'll just roll the tens place.
Oh, see, that's the lame way. You should do it the other way first.
This is the true
Nope.
skill percentile.
Nope.
Oh, we feel it's jerking. Is it kind of jerking and not really? Can we tell is the machine moving when he's messing with it?
It's like trying to accelerate in your vehicle when you forgot you had your emergency brake on. So it lunges forward just a little bit, but it is locked in place, and the vehicle is just jerking forward, but the tires aren't moving at all. Meanwhile, Max is moving, and he's got Bobby in his clutches. But Bobby, you are starting to burst out of your armor. You need to get that out pronto.
Put me down. I will not run. I need to get out of this.
Okay, that lets me do. I'm gonna put him down, but I've got my vibro sword here and my railgun aimed at him. So he goes down with this hand. I loosen. I don't fully just let him go. I just loosen it so that he can move.
Despite the fact that his face is missing and half of it is hanging off, he's speaking surprisingly calm and good English, despite the fact that you can see his entire skull start to transform.
He's still Bobby as far as I'm concerned. At least he's talking like Bobby, so I'm going to give him benefit of the doubt.
You get your armor off, Bobby, and you feel these not large wings, but these little insect wings that are probably like 2.5, 3 feet long start to kind of just get free and can hang out a little bit behind your back. And you can just instinctively feel that these things can propel your jumps like another 5 feet up in the air when you're leaping around. Your boots have to come off because your legs are now, I forget the word for it, but it's the way that your knees work and your hips work are just completely structured differently. And as soon as that happens, now you feel much better. But again, because this is happening to you, it's like looking at your own pus wound. You don't feel disgusted by it at all, despite the fact that your hand is your face is falling off. Like it's like looking at your own your own wound. You're just not as disturbed by it as everybody else might be looking at it. You don't feel you're not experiencing any trauma. In fact, you feel more alert. You can see things differently. Everything tastes better. You can hear better.
I take off the armor. I take off the boots. I look at him. I kind of look back at the cab or the pipe where he is, where Mr. Shooty Pants is trying to drive said truck, and he's like, he's going to wreck that.
I take the hands and I grip him again.
I don't fight. I just.
Okay, once I have him off the ground,
walk back around you.
All right. Actually, I never broke the communication. Sergeant McCool, I don't care what you have to do to get it done. You guys get that truck operational again. I am taking Bobby back to the town to figure out what to do with him and to brief what's happened here. Meet me back at such and such, wherever our employer was.
Sorry, sir, but taking a mutated human DB into a CS controlled area is a capital punishment, sir.
Well, I'll deal with that at that time. I'm not letting them kill him. He's still Bobby as of right now.
If you say so, sir.
I do.
Click.
I look at him. It's like,
all right, McCool.
That's a bad move.
Bunched up?
That's a bad move.
You can't move. You're not bunched up, but he kind of has you encased in like a portable cell at the moment. Like you have a vertical escape. You can feel that, but there's no, depending on I don't know how much you wanted to clamp you down. I guess you could specify that more than I can.
I'm clamping him down enough where I'm not like breaking bones in his body, hopefully, but
okay,
I want him tight.
Because of the way that your body is shifted as it comes around you, like you don't have a vertical escape because of the way that your knees are shaped. Like you won't be able to Luke Skywalker out the center of it. So it basically just has you snatched.
By the way, I stress the word hopefully in terms of if it's a choice of him escaping or breaking bones. Sorry, those bones are going.
Sarge, is there anything I can do to help?
Does anyone back there know how to release the stopping mechanism on this machine?
Here, move over.
You can
You
roll
are not
again.
driving.
Cool.
You are
can
not
roll
driving.
again.
How many
Well,
fingers?
you
am I
ain't
holding up?
driving either.
How many fingers? Am I holding up?
3.
You're lying. It's only 2.
You
Just tell
can
me
make
how to
another
release the
roll,
brake.
McCool, if you want.
What's that?
You can make another roll on the APC
Oh,
if you want.
he's gonna make a roll too.
Continuing to fiddle with it.
Nope.
Can Dave assist him since he knows how to drive a motorcycle?
No.
Awesome.
That's all I
He's
got.
looking for the kickstart of the thing.
I mean, he can go up and check it out if he wants to, but not from down there.
Can Max can Captain Max hear me, or am I just shouting?
He can hear you.
We're on
There's a
comms
mic
still.
on the
Anymore?
outside.
Well, wait, we're not because you took off your helmet, right?
Well, no, there is a mic outside, so you can hear sounds outside.
Yeah.
I tell Captain Max to tell McCool how to release the brake.
He's not even
What is he
saying
trying to tell
captain
me,
or
Bobby?
sergeant.
What is it? Come on, use your words.
He's not even trying to say captain or sergeant anymore. He ain't Bobby. I'm gonna kill him in his sleep.
Get off the comms with that.
Tell Sergeant McCool to lift to. Is it built like a semi truck or?
Bobby, what is it you're trying to say? You telling me that McCool doesn't know how to drive that thing?
Yes.
Oh. Sergeant McCool, do you have
Sir.
it started yet?
It is started, sir.
Why are you not moving forward?
With his
I have to release the brake,
instructions-
sir.
All right, look to your right.
Look at
For
my
the
right.
black,
Sir.
look for the black bar.
Black
Press
bar,
the,
sir.
press the button on the top of it in, push it down.
Copy that, sir.
And the thing just jerks forward and starts to roll at the speed where you don't have your foot on the gas pedal, but it is creeping forward.
Brake is released, sir. Thank you, sir.
Excellent. Now, the pedal on the right, touch it slowly.
Yes, sir.
Do not put it all the way to the floor. Just touch it until you feel a little jerk and you start moving. Keep it at that speed. You'll be fine.
Yes, sir.
So you do put your foot down on the gas pedal to get to that speed, and you notice that the thing is just starting to drift towards the cliff.
Well, I know what a steering wheel does. It's just, can I do it? I don't know.
All right, Bobby.
If
I'm
you
gonna
need to
try and
stop-
stay as slow as possible because there's a wall on one side and a little bit of drop off on the other, and I'm not looking for speed. You know, if you say 20 miles an hour is the max you can do without danger, then I'm going 19.
Anytime you do explore the braking mechanism, you can feel the all-terrain vehicle that's hooked up in the back bang up against the back of the vehicle. Not in a way that's, you know,
Oh yeah, I have thoughts
cataclysmic,
on
but-
that. No, I don't care.
I'm going to keep, so while I'm doing this walking back towards where we're coming from for the next 20 some minutes.
All of a sudden, just real quick, you do see all of a sudden him go through a quick transformation real
Gross.
fast in front of you. Like he kind of does a little thing and his skull starts changing shape.
Bobby, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Just you're changing in front of you. We're going to get you some help.
Is there any way I can get a cigar, sir?
Yes, after we get you some help.
Well, as soon as we get back to town, sir, they're going to shoot me.
No,
Sir,
no,
And I'd
they're
rather
not.
have a
They're
cigar
not.
before I die, not after.
Bobby, if we were going to shoot you, we'd already done it.
Well,
I
it
did,
wasn't
sir.
for a lack of trying,
Past
sir.
experience is not. Listen, Bobby, I understand your concern. Trust me on this. I'm not going to let that happen willingly.
With my legs, I guess are they reverted like they
Yeah,
like
it's like when your knees stick forward and then like a kangaroo's legs.
You're a chicken walker.
Grasshopper type thing.
Yeah.
Reverse knees.
Bobby, tell me a little something about yourself. Where do you come from?
I come from the right shithole we're going back to. I was born there. Apparently I'm going to die there. I really like cigars and driving that truck, sir.
Well, then you know what? Then you got something to live for because we'll just say there's some flaws with that truck that I'm aware of, and I think you could do a good job of repairing that thing. How does that sound to you?
That sounds great, sir, but
If you get it working, if you get it operational, I'll even let you rename it. I mean, fully armed and operational.
Sounds like a deal, sir.
All right, so you're gonna stay with me? All this while I'm creeping forward, going forward, back to town.
Sir, you could put me down, and I give you my word.
No. I can't do that right now, Private. You know,
It's
for your safety. It's for your safety and for mine. No.
Sir, I might not have psychic abilities, but I'm sure McCool can hear me, and he's just nodding his head like a damn monkey.
Meanwhile, the APC driving, even at a slow speed, is pretty fun. You've never been in a vehicle behind it, feeling that it turning with the steering wheel, it accelerating every little motion that you put down on the gas pedal.
If you say something to the effects of feeling the power between my legs, I'm going to quit.
So even though you really don't understand any of the consoles, you can't read any of the displays, just being in control of it is enjoyable ride home.
Excellent. If not very, very slow.
Very slow. Like
he's going 15 kilometers an hour, going yeehaw.
Well, as you get closer to town, you see other vehicles off the side of the road. You see much larger mech suits on 2 occasions, set up with little merc groups and camps off to the side. Nothing that you haven't seen before, to or out of the town. The town itself has about a 20-foot high wall. You can see just a couple vehicles going through the main gate. And yeah.
Is there any way to communicate with our employers at this point?
No.
Okay.
Sir.
Yes.
It is our duty to declare a medical emergency to the guards and then tell them about Private Bobby's, I don't know what you call it.
Condition.
Yeah. Rash. He has a bad rash.
Yes, he does.
I understand the implications of the Sergeant. Thank you. I just need you to get that APC back.
Yes, sir.
All right, Bobby. The hard part's about to come.
You are approaching this thing at 15 miles an hour, the entranceway. The entranceway is pretty massive. There's these 2 massive Durasteel gates that are open up as there's no external threat to the city. This is the way that it usually is, and then in case of emergency, they close them. There is like a check-in point where everybody that isn't cleared to have vehicles and weapons and armor of substantial destructive capability have to check their stuff. And there are like 3 other vehicles in a bunch just kind of getting checked out by men standing around on the outskirts.
All right, then I'm going to pull up to the guard station checkpoint, stop the vehicle, reapply the parking brake, which I now know how to use.
Make a skill check. Beat a 25 since you're not doing anything too major.
Oh, a whole 5 extra points. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks. Appreciate it. Because I've been doing a bang up job so far.
Stop pushing in the
What
button.
this is on bang up.
Oh shit.
Come on, tell me you got not one.
50 shot. 21.
So as you approach these vehicles, you have everything set in your mind that you're going to do. For a second, you hit the gas pedal instead of the brake on accident and lunge forward, but very quickly manage to get your foot over and slam the brake before you cause a collision with another vehicle. In fact, you do it before the other guy even gets irritated. The guy walks over to you, rifle in hand, and just kind of motions needlessly for you to stop, even though you already are. Comes up, same guy that checked you guys out in the morning, walks up to you with the gun. You kind of hear a distorted synthesized voice through his helmet because he's also got environmental armor, and he just walks up to you and very friendly says, "How'd it go?"
Badly.
You're still alive.
I have many things to declare. I have a medical emergency in the back. I have a private who has been partially digested by a giant gooey DB. Needs medical attention immediately.
He goes to walk, and he goes over to the door open, and he starts talking into his mic for emergency services to start coming over and all that sort of stuff.
And my captain has something to declare as well.
You're trailing up behind them, and
So
come
my
to-
intent was to be way in front of them while they were going slowly, but that's fine. I don't have
my mistake. Sorry.
no problem. We've already done this. I don't have a problem with this. Yeah. Is he gonna talk to me then?
Well, he comes over and he goes, "What the fuck is that?" And he can see the legs hanging from underneath the.
This is the result of the mission. I need to get him some help, and I'll explain the rest later. But he needs help.
So he he's got his gun and he walks over very cautiously and starts taking a look.
If anybody even looks like that I can see, aiming a firearm at him, my railgun is going in that direction.
So
I'm not
after he gets a
firing.
good look at it, he walks up to you and he kind of knocks on your mech, kind of below your cockpit because he doesn't really have a way to communicate with you. And
I have external speakers.
Oh, do you? All right. Well, he talk. Oh, yeah, he can. So he just looks up to you and he says, "You better get this thing the fuck out of here."
This was caused by your mission. You've got to have some doctors or something that can look at him.
So he leans up and he says, "Look, pal, there's a coalition convoy here, dropping off supplies, mail, bullshit.
Understood.
You got to get this guy the fuck out of here."
Understood. Get the rest of the brief from Sergeant McCool then.
Gives you a little look like he's, doing a nod to you, hooking you up, and then he goes walking up to Sergeant McCool. Meanwhile, you can hear like an ambulance sound in the background, and before long, you see a little medical vehicle pull out from inside the city.
I prepared Davey to be removed. I'm trying to get him ready to be moved.
Yeah, so they load him up while the guard's talking to you about how fucked up David looks. Holy shit!
It was insane. It was a massive creature.
Private work.
Uh-huh.
That's fine. That's fine.
Had tentacles though, black, lots of them.
Yep.
It was scary. It was scary.
And trust me, it smelled worse on the inside than it did the outside.
I bet. Hey, hold on. I reached in to get my comic book back. Did you like that?
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you know how to read?
No, but I was looking at the pictures.
You like the pictures?
I can read them after hours.
All right. So whenever they want to debrief me, that's fine. I'm gonna try and get this vehicle into a parking space out of the way somewhere.
The moment you kind of rehash the horror story, he knows what's going on. Like he offers to get a guy.
I am going to stress that
Here it comes.
Private Bobby died on the mission and a bug came back without actually saying that.
Well, he offers to get a guy over emotions, and he tells you can get a guy that can get this APC out of here for you.
Great. Thank you.
So he takes care of that. Before long, a guy comes in, looks at the damage, comments on the stuff, jumps in and starts to slowly move it into the city off to
Great.
where it can be taken care of and docked in.
Right. I'm gonna head over to the medical bay to check on Private Davey.
There's a few people kind of looking at you, Max and Bobby. They don't seem like they've never seen anything like that before because they all certainly have. But they're kind of just a curiosity, a giant mech with a increasingly obvious bug man at this point. At this point, the other side of your face is basically completely coming off, and you are pretty much full District 9 at this point, aside from human flesh still being stuck to you in certain places.
I'm heading away from, basically back the way we came. Gonna get off the road after ways down by ways, maybe like a quarter mile, half mile down off the road, and then Bobby and I are gonna have a conversation.
So we'll get back to that. McCool, as you're going to where the medical facility is, you have to pass where your mercenary company sets up shop. And as you're doing that, you see a guy dressed as a courier knocking on your door, knocking on the business door next to like the garage entrance and all this other stuff, dressed, pretty formally with a package in his hand.
How can I help you?
Package for a Private McCool.
That's Sergeant, and
Sergeant McCool. Well, it says here private. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Oh, captain. It says here captain. I'm sorry.
Oh, captain. Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and sign for it with my X. There you go.
Put down the X. He hands you the package, gives you a little thing. And as you notice that there's a UAR-1 enforcer robot, you can see some coalition vehicles and a convoy. Most of them are civilian looking trucks, but they are, full of different supplies and things. Take a corner and just vanish down the street. And you're sitting here with this box.
All right. I'm gonna open up the office and put the box in the captain's room.
All right, you walk in. The office is very tidy, very organized, as you would expect. There's all sorts of spreadsheets and things about this, that, and the other thing. Everything exactly where you left it. You go in, you put the box down.
Yep. And then I'm going to go to the medical area.
All right.
Locking everything up, obviously. But
yep, lock everything up. You get to the medical area not too long after that, and you find him getting tended to in not a state-of-the-art facility, but a facility that is very capable for this era of humanity. It's a decent sized city. It's not some backwoods medieval town. It definitely has access to technology and power and all these other things. Doctors.
Okay, I got it. So yeah. I'll be waiting for the initial diagnosis and treatment and how long he'll be out and stuff like that. After a while the doctor will come out and tell me all that stuff.
So he comes out, he gives you the full diagnosis. He's going to be out for a while. He is going to make a recovery, but he's never going to look quite the same.
What about his eyes?
They got all of the residue for whatever burned him off of his body, which was they put him under for, and he's now just sort of he's under as they're tending to him.
What about his eyes?
Go ahead.
What about his eyes?
They're taking care of his eyes too. They're taking care of everything.
Good. Okay.
I mean, they're not taking care of anything. They're giving him painkillers for it. Yeah.
Oh, well, I want to know, is he going to be able to see as
He's
well?
not going to have full vision. No.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Do I have my own quarters, or is this something I need to find a place to stay?
You have your own apartment, probably. I think.
What time is it now during the day?
It's probably about 5:00 p.m. 4:00. We'll say 4. It's probably about 4.
Well, if I'm not around, I wasn't following the sergeant, and once they took the baby, I'm fine. I'm heading off to my apartment, and I'm going to take a short nap.
Okay.
Nightfall.
So you vanish off, say your goodbyes to the sergeant.
Yep.
Head back to your apartment.
Mm-hmm.
David,
good job, private work.
David seems to be getting the best possible care that he could. The doctor tells you that when he feels better and wakes up, they'll send somebody over and let you know.
Outstanding.
Cool.
All right, I'm looking up bionics. Because he's probably gonna need a new eye.
Probably gonna need
you
two.
Continue to get fur enough away.
No, you get one eye.
Nothing is really around you in the back. You put the city.
I do want to get off the road though too, just in case somebody comes down this way.
Okay.
So,
again, the terrain very easily traversable. Nothing, no dangers. This being this close to the city, anything that comes near this, they take care of pretty quick. So things have learned to stay away. And you continue off the road until you put the city. You can still see it in the background, but it is far away.
All right. I'm setting the hand that's holding Bobby down. It's still gripping him, but he's on the ground now.
Yes.
And I'm opening up my... God, it's hot out here. Closing my cockpit again. Bobby.
Yes.
How you feeling?
I feel great, sir.
Great. You know what's about to happen, right?
Oh, yeah. I know. You're going to let me go, and I'm going to go die somewhere in the woods.
That's what I was thinking as well. You know that if you come back this way, you know what will happen. You know, if you come across any coalition soldiers, you know what's going to happen. I do this because you fought well.
Thank you, sir.
If I see you and you're a bug, you will get squashed.
Sir, maybe we could work something out. None of you guys know how to drive that truck very well.
I can't. I cannot have a bug
You
in this
cannot have
group.
me driving while we're in that area. When we're outside that area, you need all hands on deck, and the truck is the last thing you need to worry about, sir.
Sergeant McCool is going to kill you.
Well, that's
I
probably
I can't have you two, whether you kill him or him killing you. I can't have either of that.
Oh, Brenda's got something to say about that.
I'm wishing you farewell. Have a good life. Again, you were a good soldier. It was just one mission, but you were a good soldier. Accept this because the alternative is not something I want to think about or do.
Fair enough, sir. You have a great day, and I'll take me and my buggy ass elsewhere.
Very well. Do I have it? So, no, I wouldn't. Never mind. I wouldn't. So I can't do that. All right. I release him.
He sets you down. And lets you set you free. The mech towering up in front of you now, nothing clutching you anywhere. You can see Max looking down at you. Some level of remorse probably on his face, just for the general scenario.
With the three fingers, wherever I have left, I salute him, and I start walking into the sunset.
I'm gonna make sure he keeps walking.
You turn around, and again, you see this sort of majestic landscape as dusk approaches. And his bipedal bug silhouette standing there looking at you after the salute and then turning off. And
I'm making sure he's leaving. Once he's out of basically eyesight, then I'll turn around and go back to the...
Bobby, you leaving?
Right now.
At what speed?
I'm going as fast as my buggy legs will let me.
So he just, after he salutes you, he turns around, and it's almost creepy how quickly he starts moving through the wilderness. Again, like a beetle going across your floor, all of a sudden, he just starts jumping and leaping and moving, and before long, you can barely see him off in the distance.
Oh, wow.
I wish I got that damn cigar.
You said beetle, but I'm almost picturing like a flea that kind of bounced all over the place. That would be pretty wild to watch him move like that.
All right, then I'm gonna turn around and head back to the city as if nothing happened.
You head back. It doesn't take you long to get back there. As you do, the guy gives you this little motion of his finger, like I didn't see anything before. As your mech kind of goes through, and the other guy motions you through, like a guy on a carrier giving you the go ahead to.
I'll give him a little salute with the vibro sword as I walk in.
Does the same thing back to you, and then just turns away to the next approaching vehicle off in the distance.
All right. Who do I normally contact at this point, or would I have known that Heathen Dog would have made contact?
They'll come see you tomorrow, so you don't even have to worry about it. You're pretty much just getting everything together. The mission was pretty much a success, aside for the burn man and losing Bobby. But you have evidence of what happened. The threat has been dealt with, all threats, and as soon as that water dries up, they should actually be able to send a team out and recover that truck.
So two things. I'm going to find out where Private Davy is, and I'm going to go visit if I'm allowed to. If I'm not allowed to, then I'll wait until tomorrow. And number two, I'm going to find, hey, Sergeant McCool.
Oh.
Sergeant McCool.
Sir, yes, sir.
Oh, there you are. I need to quickly get a debrief because I'm assuming you contacted whoever needed to be contacted to get the crap out of the truck.
No, sir. I do not handle a business side, sir.
Well, about that, I think you do. I'm trying to be a little coy, but we'll get to that later.
I can give you an update on Private Davy, sir.
Yes, please.
His skin will heal. He will look ugly for the rest of his life. His eyes will need to be replaced. I am looking at eye replacement options, and I'm finding ones that are budget friendly, sir.
Find out his intent if he continues or if he plans to continue on with us.
Oh no, of course, sir. If he does not plan to continue, I'm only going to give him one eye, sir.
Very well. If he does plan to continue with us, let's outfit him as well as he deserves.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll leave it there. And then I'm going to go back to my office, I guess, and do my stupid officer paperwork after action report.
Oh,
you
wait,
had it?
sir.
Ah,
You have a
God.
package. Sir, there's a package on your desk. It's made out to me, but with the wrong rank. So I'm gonna deal with that tomorrow.
Very well. Is it going tick, tick, tick?
No, sir.
Okay, then we'll save it for tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So again, he sleeps throughout the entire day and night. He's pretty much under there doing.
Okay. Well, when closing time comes or visiting hours are over, then I'll go back to the office and deal with the package.
Okay. Well, visiting hours do come to an end, and they
Okay.
politely ask you to leave. They tell you not to
And
worry about
I
anything,
politely
and they'll
agree.
come and deal with you. You go back to the office, open the door, and after you go in, the package that you left sitting there on the desk.
Is Captain still there?
Yeah, I pretty much live here.
Okay, sir. No
Yes.
change. They're regenerating his skin still.
How long is that going to take?
At least until midday tomorrow.
I know it's a little late, but can you get to? Do you know where Private Warwick is?
I have his apartment here somewhere, sir.
What time is it?
What would you like me to get him? For?
About it's 10 o'clock. 10
Front and
Oh!
center.
Set my alarm for 10 o'clock.
Front
Sorry,
and
what?
center. I'd like him front and center.
Now
It can
or
wait.
tomorrow morning?
Well, if we can get him now, that'd be great. If not, I don't hunt him down. We can wait till tomorrow morning. But if he's available, you know where to get him.
Yes, sir. Can I open this package first?
Yeah. Can you not do it in my office in case it explodes?
Very well, sir. I'm gonna take it out in the front office.
All right.
And
You
then,
take it
open
out,
up the
you set
package.
it down, and you pop it open. And inside, you see a little box, and on top of that is a digital recorder. As soon as you hit it, you hear a voice that you've never heard. He says your name, Private McCool. My name is General Kale. He's like, I have bad news. I'm sorry to regret you that Captain Anderson has fallen to DBs at a battle recently, but not before he nominated you for this. Good job, son, and congratulations. And then it just ends.
I'm gonna open the little box.
Open up the box, and inside, for your efforts years ago at the Battle of Silo, you see the second highest ranking coalition medal for outstanding bravery on the battlefield, sitting in the center of this box facing you.
Very cool.
I'd cry if I didn't have the tear ducts removed.
And we can stop it right there if you want to.
There's one more thing I want to do on the side. It's going to sound weird, but I don't care, and I need all the guys here for it. I want to find some sort of tailor cloth shop. I don't care. Like whatever happens to be, I want to find a purple towel, shirt, anything that's purple.
All right. Easy to do. The next day you can go out. All the shops are there. There's a bustling economy.
Great. As soon as I can't do Bobby because Bobby's gone, but McCool, Warwick. Well, I need to talk to Warwick in the morning anyway. I want each one of us in this little area that I kind of draw out. Scribble your name on it.
Do any of you know how to write?
No.
Or put an X. I don't care.
Yeah.
Well, David isn't part of this. He's in the hospital, so I don't care.
You probably have to wake me up. If you came to me, you were talking to me.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock
the
for
next, really, this is just the next time we meet. I'm kind of skipping a lot of the intense role playing of this. Just next time.
Cool. Sounds good.
So I'm gonna pat Warwick on the back. Good job. I think you did well enough to earn another try with us. If there's one thing I could suggest though is work on your communication skills. We need quick communication. We need exact communication. Work on that. But you've got good heart, and I think you'll do fine if you can work on that communication.
I'll work on it, sir.
All right, now can you scribble on this? Put your X name, sign, well, however you sign. Great. Has everybody done it?
Yep.
Okay, I'm taking my knife because I don't have scissors, cutting it out in the shape of a heart. McCool, next time you go see David, this is his purple heart.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Tell me you earned it.
Yes, sir.
All right. That's
All right, we're
all I
done.
want to do.
Oh my God! Why is that asshole Bobby still alive? Why
Can
is
I
that
also say
goddamn
something?
bug still walking around breathing my fucking air?
Because I
Bobby,
have a scrupulous alignment.
Bobby, I thought when
Fucking
he
bugs
was after
die.
when you hit the brakes and you got him off the front of the truck, man, in my opinion, your move was to gun it with him.
I thought
That
about
was
it.
the
I
only way
really-
you were going to survive with me still breathing.
Another thing I thought you might do, the reason I was giving you that jagged terrain is I thought you might decide to flip the APC with him on top of it. And I also thought he might be on the side of the APC, so I was giving you that cliff so you had an opportunity to put him into it and start trying to slam him into
Oh,
it.
trust me, I thought of all of that. I really did think I've thought of all of that. But if I could separate McCool and the captain from the truck long enough, I was just gonna book ass.
I was waiting here in Heathen Dog's defense. I actually, as a player, agree with him. But as my character being scrupulous alignment and trying to, be this somewhat decent person, I was just waiting. Do one thing. Please do one fucking thing other than transform that makes me see you as a threat, and you didn't do it.
During the whole time,
If you had rolled the truck over, if you had put me in the wall, he would have blown your fucking head off.
Oh, I know. Trust me. I
And I would have slept soundly at night like a goddamn baby. Because tonight I am not sleeping without alcohol. Because another D&D bastard exists in the world. I had the opportunity to rid the world of an obvious enemy, and I was ordered not to, so I could not, and it's going to keep me up for at least 3 nights.
Wow, you are a coalition hardcore.
I am.
Yeah.
Humanity first, everything else never.
I thought for a moment when Connell was talking about the truck having problems, I was thinking, did I zone out for a second and miss RPG and DM saying that something was happening? I said, no, he's up to something. I
thought this was going to end 3 ways.
I thought he was going.
I thought it was going to be a brutal fight to the death. I thought either maybe Warwick and David might side with the bug, depending on how it went. I thought that was an option. I thought just Bobby getting gunned down and everybody going back was the option. I thought, maybe a couple survivors from a battle where lots of people are dead was an option. I thought everybody just gunning him down was an option. I thought him just like fleeing. I had no idea actually what was going to happen, but I did think that it was going to be, I wasn't expecting the mercy.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that either.
But I did see his alignment when I was looking at his character sheet earlier, and I was
scrupulous
curious.
is that
I was waiting for what he didn't do anything other than change, and you could say, well, he lied. Yeah, but you know what? Some people lie. He didn't do anything. Like if he was not Bobby for 1 second, like, Bobby, stomp.
I'm gonna go with changing into a giant bug equals not Bobby. I'm gonna go with that. I have no sympathy. No, I do have sympathy for Private Bobby, who is now dead. The moment you changed, Bobby died, and a dirty, murderous DB took its place. Now, what should have happened, and it would have definitely happened in my goddamn unit, is you would have been gunned down into paste. We would have dug a hole, put the paste in the hole, covered up the hole, and we would have made up a fucking story of heroism. So whatever, annals of history that there are, you would go into as a goddamn hero.
Well, if there had been anything that he did to precipitate that, I would have been along with you 100%. One thing, and just transforming doesn't count. He was still him cognitively, and I actually did want to see if he could get help. Actually, I was going to turn him in for scientific study, but whatever. The coalition. I knew the coalition would just kill him, and I'm like, well, you know what? He's still acting like Bobby. He fought bravely for us. Well, he shot my truck a little bit, but he fought as bravely as he could for us. I couldn't let it happen. I just couldn't let that happen. I wish, Connell, you would have slipped up there somewhere, because I wanted to shoot you. I wanted to stomp on you.
But if they're trying to take me alive, this buys me some time.
Yeah, see, thinking like a fucking DB.
Understand, this is the difference between Max playing Max or John playing John. Because if John was playing, you're a bug, and anybody knows me knows I hate bugs, and I'd have been happy to shoot you 50 times and stomp on you more. Beyond paste, I would have stirred you up in the dirt just to disperse you a little more. I don't care. I fucking hate bugs.
I thought about that too, but I got too many jokers that are trigger happy, and I also want to be shot in the back of the head.
Hey, as far as I'm concerned, I'm trigger appropriate.